What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's another weekly rotation and variety, some freshness. We've had some cooler weather, but I still was in the mood for some fresher stuff for the most part. Kind of weird how they shook out. A lot of newer clones to the collection were in the rotation. It was more of a clone week than anything else. I might even work that into the title and the thumbnail. I don't know. I'm just recording. I haven't decided on a title or made a thumbnail yet, but you'll see a lot of newer clones to the collection. I got some updates on first wearings for a couple of them, second wearings, and so on. So good stuff. Got a couple compliments here and there. I'm always busy. I'm always out and about. So it's week number 312 in the weekly rotation. Let's dive into it, shall we? Stay tuned. Starting off on Sunday, one day that was definitely not with some clones. It was a very cold day, and I decided for some beautiful vanilla. My boy Jordan, the giant connoisseur. This is Ibere, Zed Creators 3. Still a few bottles left, and picture an aromatic fougere meets a gourmand. Rather handsome lavender, clean. Nice and pink pepper, sweet spice, some dates for some fruitiness. There's a soft kind of leather wrapping undertone, a beautiful woodiness of some cedar. And you have powdered sugar, vanilla, and tonka that you would think would be just way too much powdery vanilla smell. Really not. Balanced pretty well with pretty much everything else. The woods, the spices, the lavender. It all just kind of works hand in hand. Meticulously crafted, great performance. A masculine sweet fragrance is kind of how you can look at this one. If you're a fan of vanillas, this is a must add to your collection. It really is just absolutely spectacular. I've been wearing this second most behind Sun. Obviously, I wear Sun Cristalline the most. I've been wearing this more than Seamless Soul. I know people love the hell out of Seamless Soul, and I get it. Justin and Grace killed it with that one. And it's super versatile. But since the weather got cooler, hashtag vanilla is life. That's been a thing on this channel for a while now. Shout outs to Saga. Haven't seen her in a while. Hope you're watching. If you are, say something in the comments. But for those of you that like vanilla fragrances, 'tis the season for the vanillas, and they killed it here. Shout outs to the Nigerian giant Hamas, the giant connoisseur, Jordan, my guy. So during the day, nice to reach for it once again. I think I did like 4 sprays of Ibere. Then I got the shower. We went another round of Zaharoff, and I switched it up this time. Needed to shave. I went with the shave set for Signature Tabac and gave myself some sprays of the fragrance. Finally down to the label, the sticker label on this one, about a third of the bottle gone. Takes time for me to knock these bottles down. I've had this for years now. 'Tis the season for Signature Tabac. Don't get me wrong, I love me some leather tobacco, the original formula and the newer formula that doesn't have all that birch tar. They're both amazing, but that's a more situational fragrance because that's one of those head-turning stunners, very assertive, very in-your-face, very aggressive fragrances, whereas this is smooth, this is well-rounded, this is balanced perfectly. There's a lot of nuance here that kind of just flows in a beautiful harmony together, from woods to booze to sweetness to spices to aromatics. It all just kind of flows together really well. This is a very gentlemanly, daily wear, signature tobacco type of fragrance. Hence the name, Signature Tabac, which is beautiful. Above average performance, nothing crazy, but just really does the trick, and I was in the mood for it. Out the shower, Zaharoff Signature Tabac. Moving into Monday, we got a clone twofer. So this is supposed to be Wave Child from room 1015. I need to try that one, because I'm really digging Atlantis X Straight from Fragrance World. I'm really digging this one, that watermelon, coconut water kind of smell. It's on the powdery side. This is kind of fruity, a little feminine leaning, fruity fresh, watery, tropical. I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. The more I spray this one, the more I like it. One of the better clones released this year. It didn't quite make it into my top 10, but if I was to do a video on the second tier, which I might have to do, I did the main tier a couple days ago. Might have to do a second tier. This would be in the second tier, because I quite like this. If you're a fan of watermelon, powdery, coconut water smell, not really a sunscreen kind of thing or a creamy coconut, this is it's not a milky type of thing. Coconut water and watermelon. Really good. Really good. I'd love to try the original. If the clone's this good, the original is going to be way better. And there's going to be somebody that's going to say, oh no, the clone's just so much better. I have both. Trust me, I've done a side-by-side. You ain't going to convince me that the cheap rip-off version is going to be better than the original. I'm sorry, I won't believe that. There's such a rare circumstance where I fall into the belief of that with certain fragrances. It does happen. There are certain ones where I would say, you know what, just get this one over the original, but very, very rare would I say that. So my view is if I try the clone first, I'm like, damn, this is great. My immediate thought is, bet the original's amazing then if the clone's this good, because the clone's not never, let's say almost never better than the original. So this says a lot about Wave Child if the clone is this damn good for me to be raving and having this conversation in the first place. So worth trying. If any of that sounds good, it's worth trying. During the day, this is my third wearing, I believe, of this one. Atlantis X-Straight. And then we got the shower. This was my second wearing of this one. Love me some Pacific Chill fragrances. We got Rayhaan Pacific Aura. This is a bit more citrusy and less fruity. Like, I don't get as much of that apricot fruitiness of Pacific Chill. Trying to get it to where this will focus. There we go. It's gloomy, rainy day outside, so like the natural lighting's not that good, so I'm having to makeshift some extra lighting that I normally wouldn't use. But it's actually really good. Green, aquatic, watery, fresh. It smells like Pacific Chill. Just, again, not as apricot heavy. It's more on the citruses, the lemon, citron kind of smell. Like, you still get that fruitiness, but it's dialed back a little bit. Like, the percentage of it's lessened, if you will. It's really good. Another really good Pacific Chill clone. Got ahead of myself. Tongue twisted. I'll probably be doing that video in the upcoming week. Compare all of them. I mean, obviously, Rare Reef was my clone of the year. That is my number one. If I got to recommend one and pick one, it's going to be Rare Reef. But I do want to compare and contrast because all of the ones I have, Coastal Breeze, Rare Reef, this one, I forgot what else. Serene Garden from, is it Serene Garden? Is that it? Serene Grove, sorry. From Paris Corner. They all have a little bit of a twist and they all have their own merit and they all offer something a little bit different from one another. So it's like, it's not going to really be a pick a winner. It's going to be a let's compare, contrast, and discuss all of the ones I have because, believe it or not, even though you don't need all of them, they all kind of bring something a little different to the table. I think this video worth doing. I know some of you have asked for that video, so be on the lookout next week. I wanted to get a couple more, another wearing or two out of this one before I did it, and I have my thoughts. So be on the lookout for that video next week. I dig it. Rayhaan's been killing it with their releases too. So out the shower, Pacific Aura. Moving into Tuesday, I'll see this is a banger. I'll see this is too feminine. I had to give it to my mom. I had to give it to my wife. I see a lot of that kind of stuff all the time. Like, when I see the it's too feminine stuff on a lot of fragrances that I don't find that feminine, it makes me believe these particular gentlemen just like the old school fougere smells. They don't like anything modern, really. Because this is an imagination clone and a popular one at that. Al Haramain's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. I don't think it's all that feminine. Soapy lavender, clean, watery, aquatic, citrusy, fresh, a little green. It's musky. Very musky as it dries. Really good performer. I don't find it's all that feminine. I find the Pacific Chill DNA more feminine than this. And look, it's really good. I still like Cobra better, Hawas Cobra. That one's got a creaminess to it and more of the green element than this one, whereas this one leans much more to actual imagination. But it is nice. I don't mind wearing it. I get in the mood for it here and there. Not my favorite fragrance DNA. I'm not on the hype train for imagination like everyone else, but it's it leans to feminine comments where I'm kind of like, I don't necessarily agree with that. But I got to look at it this way. If you feel something like this is too feminine, then that really paints a picture of your taste to me without you saying it, because it's like, I wear stuff that is way more feminine than this. I like florals. I like rose fragrances. I love iris. Like, there's certain jasmine fragrances I'll rock the shit out of. Like, this ain't that feminine. Not to me. So to me, that's like you're a barbershop, spicy aromatic, aftershave fougere kind of guy. Dense woods, things like that. For the most part. That's how I view guys that think stuff like this is feminine. And some of you may be chiming off, no, and you're explaining yourself, and that's great. That's fine. Feel free. Just my personal takeaway from it. I could be wrong. I could be right. I could be somewhere in the middle. But I just always find it kind of interesting when it's like a differing thing where it's like, I don't think it's all that feminine, but if I was into exhibit A type of profiles, then I could see where this would be too feminine. That makes sense, you know? But this gets a lot of love and hype, and I see why. If you like imagination, this is one of the better twists on the DNA and clones I've ever smelled. I gotta say, it is a good one. Haramain used pretty good quality oils too, and the color of the bottle, obviously, big fan. So yeah, during the day, Amber Oud Aqua Dubai, and when I got out of the shower, this one gets in and out the rotation quite a bit. Beauty of Capri, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Flanker. This one smells of the original light blue. Just crank up the citrus, heavy on the citron. Super heavy on the saltwater aquatic, and dial back the pepper and incense. So it doesn't have all that peppery spice and that light smoky hit that you get from the original. It cranks up the citrus and the aquatic, makes it mega fresh, like a 3-4 hour fragrance, but fresh out of the shower, refresher kind of thing. Gym bag after a workout. Go and run errands, just need something to refresh with. When it comes to refresher fragrances that aren't going to last a long time, just very few hours, I'm telling you, fragrances like this have function in every single human being's wardrobe that likes to wear fragrances. Not everything's got to be a fucking monster. You don't need a menthol fragrance to run to fucking CVS and Walmart and come home. You don't. Because then now you're back home with 12 to 13 more hours of phenomenal performance chilling at the crib. That's your thing, you know? I look at it this way. If I'm going to rock a monster, I need to be gone for a long time. If I need crazy performance, I need to be away from my home and around other humans outside of my wife for an extended period of time. That's where I see the function of a strong, long-lasting fragrance. You know, whereas, like I said, go and run to CVS and grab a couple of things at Walmart real quick. Boy, is this the perfect tool for the job. This is the Phillips head screwdriver that's going to fit the Phillips head screw. Not the star head that you're trying to shove into a flathead fucking screw. That's where the menthol fragrance going to CVS. You see what I'm saying? You should try this one. If you can find it for a good price. Been discontinued for a few years. If you want the closest thing to it, though, the original. The original will get you there. The original's, it's goated. That's sitting on top of Mount Rushmore for me. The original Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is one of my favorite fragrances ever. So I always get every flanker they put out. There's no bad flanker in the light blue line. The light blue is a flanker in itself. It's a flanker of Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, which smells nothing like Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. That's an old school lavender tobacco aromatic. Beautiful fragrance, timeless. Doesn't, even though it's reformulated, it don't get the love it used to. But I like to rock this from time to time. Dolce & Gabbana, light blue, Beauty of Capri, fresh out the shower. Moving into Wednesday. Let's refer back to my tangent about being gone for a long time and wanting something strong and long lasting. It was Wednesday. We had a lot going on. We were gone from about 10 in the morning till 6 o'clock that evening, I believe. We were gone most of the day. Had to hurry up and get all my shit done in the morning, get my content done early. We had appointments. We went and had lunch. We had errands to run. I went with Tonka Cola. It was cold. It was like 50 degrees, 49 degrees during the day. It was nice and cool outside. So I wanted something fun, casual, great performing, high compliment factor in case somebody smells me, which I did get 2 compliments plus the wife. And I kept telling myself how good I smelled because I love to smell me too, especially some home run ass fragrance like this. Cherry cola, spiced, powdered tonka bean sweetness. This is amazing. The spices is like the carbonation for the cherry coke. I love Tonka Cola. I love it, love it, love it. This is a top 5 Mancera for me. I love it so much. Great performer too. I think I did 4 sprays, which was way more than enough. This stuff's a beast. It's so good. I can just sniff and sniff and sniff on this fragrance. If you never tried Tonka Cola and you want something whimsical and fun that will get compliments, this is a strong compliment factor in this one. I'm not guaranteeing when you wear this, every time you wear it, you're going to get a compliment. I mean, damn near every time I do, I make sure I'm out in the world. The probability is high. I'm not intentionally looking for them. I'm not out there fishing. But I know the likelihood's high when I'm out and about going around a multitude of different people in different places because I know they're going to smell me. And most of them are really going to like the way this smells, whether they say anything or not, because it's a beautiful fragrance. I can't praise it enough, especially in the cooler weather. It cuts through the cold really well. You don't need a lot of sprays. You don't need to freaking bathe in this damn fragrance. Most Manceras and Menthols, you don't need to. Hence why I keep bringing Mancera and Menthol up as monsters. Even their fresh fragrances are really strong. But during the day, Nothing Out of the Shower, Mancera Tonka Cola. Moving into Thursday, my #1 clone release this year, my favorite affordable fragrance money can buy. We mentioned it earlier. Afnan Rare Reef. It's Pacific Chill, but kind of a little bit not at the same time. It's really rich. It's an extrait, and it's thick like an extrait. The apricot's really strong here. It's a thick, fruity smell, super citrus, mega fresh, watery, aquatic, a dense green smell. The musk here is a little touch. I've seen some people mention that when it dries into the musk, it's kind of funky on their skin. There's a little bit of funk to the musk in this one. I agree. That's where it's kind of different from Pacific Chill. Pacific Chill is an even cleaner smell than this overall. I do have Pacific Chill. I never wear it. I just wear this. I would literally, where I don't think this is better than Pacific Chill, I could just have this and not have Pacific Chill and be fine. I could. I like it that much. It's a great performer. Strong compliment factor. It's a fresh, aquatic, summery type beachy fragrance that you can wear in the cold. It will knife through it like a hot knife through butter. It just does the trick. I love this fragrance. It's so freaking good. It's my #1 clone released this year. It stayed atop the mountain all year. I love it. I can't recommend it to you enough. It's between $35 to $45 from discounters everywhere. It's worth having. It's my favorite Afnan fragrance. Over Not Only Intense, Over Supremacy Collector's Edition, it has trumped and topped those fragrances for me. So it's nice to reach for it. I just talked about it in a video. I was like, what the hell, I'm wearing it. So during the day, Afnan Rare Reef. And when I got the shower, why? I don't know. I just grabbed it. The new Khadlaj Shiyaaka Snow. Supposed to be, speaking of, we got a lot of LV clones in this video for some reason. It just kind of worked out. It wasn't intentional. It's supposed to be Meteore, which I don't remember what that one smelled like when I bought Pacific Chill in 2024. We went to Louis Vuitton. I smelled Meteore, and I don't remember exactly how it smells. This one is a very fresh, kind of soapy, floral, citrusy, creamy kind of fragrance. A little on the powdery side. Like this one leans a little feminine. It does, but it's a really nice, fresh smell. It is. It's got a rather elegant, almost, let's say a little bit of kind of fallen in the realm of Reflection Man, but not really. What else? That's just a clean, kind of white, flowery, fresh, citrusy fragrance. There's other fragrances I can't pinpoint, but of this style, like Silver Mountain Water, even a little bit. Like I get a little bit of Creed Silver Mountain Water here. Kind of this inky, metallic, super clean musk and fresh citrus. It is really nice. The more I've sprayed it, the more I like this fragrance. I was a little indifferent. I was like, it's pretty good. Nothing special when I did my initial impressions on it, but I've worn it twice now, and it's like, it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Now, how close is it to Meteore? I don't know. I don't remember that fragrance well enough. I don't have a sample handy to do a side-by-side, but as a standalone, Khadlaj has been releasing a lot of good fragrances. These Middle Eastern brands have stepped it up quite a bit, and Shiyaaka Snow, it's really good. Out the shower, Khadlaj, Shiyaaka Snow. Moving into Friday, so I look at this one as it's an obvious take on Torino 21 from Zaharoff. Okay, minty green, fresh, citrusy, all that good stuff. But I also get a little bit of the wateriness from Pacific Chill. A lot of Pacific Chill going on in this video. Now, this won't be in the Pacific Chill inspired fragrance video because it's just a little bit. I'm apparently one of the few people that even gets this. Like every time I say it, somebody in the comments is like, it's dead on Torino 21. Okay, take a powder, take a breath, take a walk, settle down. I get it. We get overly passionate about our fragrance opinions. It's life or death sometimes. I get it. I don't get it, but I'm humoring those that freak out over fragrance opinions. It's more Torino 21 than anything else. Hawas Verde. Excuse me. Hawas Verde. Another great Hawas flanker. They keep dropping fragrance after fragrance after fragrance, and guess what? It's been banger after banger after banger. I made jokes about they were dropping like 6 fragrances this year and then 3 of them in one shot. And it was like, what? This is ridiculous. Space them out. And they've been one after another really good. So it's like, okay, whatever. Keep dropping them. I'll keep getting them. Fantastic. Torino 21, the way I've been saying is like 80% Torino 21, 20% Pacific Chill. just because the way the wateriness and the muskiness and the, you know, as it settles into the heart and the dry down fragrance reminds me a little bit of Pacific Chill. Maybe it's just me, but overall, yes, Torino 21 for sure. The mintiness, the green elements, the citrus, closely related to it. Great performance, super fresh and green. Color of the bottle is very fitting. Awesome stuff. I strongly recommend every Hawas fragrance, including this one. During the day, Rasasi Hawas Verde. When I got the shower, it was time for another shave. Good old trusty dusty, old faithful, Sphinx Beard, Caribbean Island, the Virgin Island Water Clone. I'm running very low on the splash, and then Paris Corner's Coconut Lagoon. My favorite Paris Corner fragrance. We're closing in on half the bottle. That's about maybe 35 to 40% of the bottle has been knocked out because the glass is right here. So it's about 35, 40% of the bottle has been knocked out at this point. It is sugary citruses and candied coconut with caramel and vanilla. It's amazing. Hence why it's in their Ministry of Gourmand line. It's a candy fragrance. It's a tropical candy fragrance is the best way I can describe it. The closest thing to relate it to is Virgin Island water, hence why I layer it with Virgin Island water shave set, but it's not Virgin Island water. It's, like I said, it's the closest thing I can relate it to, but it's not. This doesn't smell like a pina colada. It smells like Skittles and candy and caramel, you know, but amazing shit. That's why I keep wearing it. Out the shower, had a good shave. Coconut Lagoon. Finally on Saturday, been a little bit since I wore it. We are officially halfway down. We're 30 ml down this bottle. My second favorite fragrance, Zaharoff Signature, Seraphim Blue. We're halfway through that bottle in a year's time. My second favorite fragrance, one of my 4 10 out of 10s. And every time I mention that, they're like, can you do a video on it? Well, it's only 4 fragrances. So I just try to remember to list them off. Roger Parfums Solar Blue, 10 out of 10. Seraphim Blue, 10 out of 10. I officially bumped French Defense to 10 out of 10, so I actually think it's 5 now. Or no, that makes 4. Yeah, so French Defense from Mind Games, 10 out of 10. And my newest fragrance, Sunkissed Island, which is my favorite fragrance. If I could only keep one fragrance, I would keep Sunkissed Island. And wear it anytime and every time. Because they're like, oh, but it's a summery beach tropical fragrance. Wouldn't you want to wear something else year round? You would just want to wear a summer fragrance. Yeah. When to wear it, Ross? Well, sir or ma'am, anytime you want to be the best smelling person in any room you step in, spray on Sunkissed Island. That is what I tell people, because that's how I feel about it. Now this, a little bit of creamy coconut, minty green, fresh cypress, eucalyptus, crisp apple that doesn't offer any fruitiness, powdery Florentine iris, beautiful, soft, sweet smell, a salty, breezy aquatic. It is beautiful. Beautiful fragrance. Beautiful blue. Breezy coastal blue. Love it. And I refreshed out the shower too. So during the day and out the shower, Seraphim Blue. Well, that was the 12 that I wore this week, I believe. It was 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 12 fragrances. I will have them linked down below. If you want to check anything out, they are available for you to check out. I smelled good. I got some compliments. I tried out some new clones. I spent a little time with things I'm working on reviews on. Just, 'twas a great olfactive week, I have to say. Thank you for checking out the video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave. We'll see you on the next one.